Hello and welcome to my first YouTube video. As it's a World of Tanks video, I thought I'd show you my current stats as they stand. Feel to have a quick nose yet before I put a couple of replays on and show you what I've been up to. So I hope you enjoy the replays I'm about to show you, and if you want to know anything, just leave a comment below. Okay, so this is my first replay. As you can see, I'm in the new premium Japanese Type 3 Chinukai. First Japanese tank in the game. Okay, so it's a basic, good all-round tank. Nothing special, nothing majorly bad about it either. It does the job you do with it. Armour's not the best. Engine's not the most powerful, as you're about to see, as I stupidly try and get up this hill. But it's got a good gun on it, good penetration, good damage. Okay, so as you can see in the replay, I've got a few mods installed. I've got XVM, as most people have. I've also got DG sights, which, as you can see, if you point it at a friendly or an enemy tank, it tells you their view range, their reload time, and the gun they are carrying on their tank. As I'm a 1300 game player, I'm still learning the basics of each tank, so I know what I'm up against, so this comes in handy. I've also got Jimbo's contours mods. All the tanks coloured differently and their tiers appear next to them on the team sheets. I've also got a zoom mod installed, as you'll see later, where I can zoom in, zoom out further than you could. It's not an illegal one, as it is attached to your tank. I cannot free roam. All I can do is zoom in and out further on my tank, nothing more. Okay, so as you can see from here, our M4's gone bombing forwards. We've got a Wolverine coming, and I'm coming up nice and slowly behind them. Also to mention, I do have, I hope I've got this right, Locust Stands HD minimaps and a modified version of his tank carousel for 8.9, which is in the garage. So we're up on this high ground, as you can see on the minimap, pointing out where their Chinukai could possibly be, as he got shots off at this M4. As you can see there again with the aim, tells you the gun that the tanks had and the reload time. To spot that Stug 3 that was firing at the M4, and in my eagerness to shoot him, I blow half the building off. Noob mistake, live and learn. Now, having fired my gun again, being fired on, and I've got a funny feeling up there is the Chinukai, as it's the only way he'll be able to see me up on this hill and take shots at me. So my only support has gone back and going down and round, so I decided to follow him. No point sticking around on the top getting shot on your own. If you've got support, go with them. Other side of the map, you can't give supporting fire as the hills are in the way, so I carry on moving. Being careful, as you can see, to make sure I'm not spotted and that Chinukai can't take shots at me, because he's got to be around there somewhere. Again, zoom mod in action, times 30 zoom, mod 38T, other side of the map. Okay, so that Stug's been spotted, and there is their Chinukai. It's camping just near their base. So the Stug 3 sees us coming, decides to back down the hill. Now at this point, that Chinukai up there, I decide to carry on. That Stug 3, as you saw, I've got a sneaky suspicion will be going up, trying to cut us off at sort of A8, B8 as we come around. So I use the terrain to my advantage, get the hill between me and that Chinukai on the hill. So that Stug should be coming up here. If he's a smart player, he'll be trying to cut us off and take side shots as we drive past. As I drive past, if you notice, A bit of terrain just there. Could come in handy if you get cut off. So their artillery spotted. No shots. So I carry on. Turning my turret because I had a sneak suspicion, and my suspicion was right. The Stug going outside. So he does 108 damage to me. I do 123 to him. Again, looking at that gap. Fortunately, the Wolverine nicks it off me. So I have to pull back. The Stug decides to come round after me. So I move forward. Clutch shot and take him out. Gun depression on the Chi-No-Kai, not the best. Now at this point, I could have loaded high explosives to kill off the artillery, but as I wanted the kills, I left the armor piercing in and kept firing away. So that's 2 kills, 3 kills, just leaving their Chi-No-Kai. So from there, move forward for that gap I was originally going to take, to try and get the last kill on this Chi-No-Kai. Slowly make my way up the hill, slow the replay down slightly. As you can see, I take aim, waiting to find out where his weakest armour is, and then I fire, taking the shot at him. Now if we look at that on my tank, turn the camera around, can't see it on his, so we'll look at mine and give you an idea of where I shot him. I literally shot him just to the left of the gun mantlet, just in that area there. I went straight through his turret. So carry on the replay, move forward again, wait for the smoke to clear, and as you can see, that's where my shot went in, just to the left of his gun mantlet. Carry on the replay, second shot, straight through his gun mantlet, taking his health off him, finishing the game, giving me 4 kills. So get a better idea where I shot him, it was that spot, and that's what. Okay, so on to the next, well, it's not technically a replay, it's more of a, as I mentioned in the first replay, I have the tank carousel for the garage installed. So quick run through. 2 tiers of tanks. I've got 3 of the Chinese. As you can see, click through them, both lines work. So from there, quick run through. As you can see, all the tanks I've got in my garage. I've got a few premiums. As you can tell, I like my tank destroyers. Not too many heavies, a lot of mediums, a few lights. Need to change that, as I'd like to play a few more heavy tanks. But as I work my way through the tech trees, I'll get there. So again, more up-to-date service records as and when I recorded it. The awards I've got so far, I've got a few left to get, but there's plenty of time. My stats, as you can see, a lot of Russian and a lot of British games played. And then the vehicles I used, top one, Matilda. I do have a replay of the Matilda which I will put up at some point, but a few stats at the side which I can improve on. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and there's plenty more to come.